Welcome to Mom's Kitchen. Today we're going to make homemade shake and bake chicken with steamed vegetables and baked potatoes. So what we're going to start with is boneless, skinless chicken breasts. These are ones I got from the discount store. They were on sale. So they're thawed out. I have them laid out on the plate. First thing we're going to do is take our seasonings, which we have some poultry seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, a blend of spices. I'll put some of them up. Some of them are secret. But we're going to season our chicken. You don't have to use all of it. Just get a good layer of seasoning on it. Okay. Alright, we're going to set that to the side for the minute. Now we're going to make our shake and bake. For that, we have 4 cups of cornflakes in the food processor, and we're just going to chop it up. You want to get about the consistency of breadcrumbs. Put that in our bowl. And then to that, we're going to add 1½ cups of white flour. We're going to add, this is breadcrumbs, got about 1/4 cup cornstarch, about 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I have hemp fiber, which is just something I have in my pantry. That's optional. And then I also have coconut flour, which you can use almond flour or just add more white flour. So once you get all the ingredients in, with a whisk, get it all mixed up. And make sure all your ingredients are mixed together well. Otherwise, you're going to get a bite of a clump of spice or a clump of breading. It will not be as good. Okay. So, I'll get it all mixed up. Alright. So, I use cast iron about all the time, cooking everything. It's healthy, easy to clean. And then, so, in the bottom of it, we're going to add, just coat the bottom of the pan. Just a thin layer. Okay. And now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your chicken, put it seasoned, and then coat it. You can also put it in a Ziploc bag and coat it that way. But once you get it coated, just put it in your pan. In the meantime, you want your oven to get preheated to 350 degrees. Coat all the chicken. Just make sure you get good coating on all of it. Try not to make a mess. Alright. The smaller pieces, you can do more than one. What? Watch it. Tell me when. Okay, this right here, this pan, will feed a family of 6. And mind you, 2 of those 6 are very grown boys slash men that eat a lot. Okay. And with the breading, any breading you have left over, if you label it and put what meat you used on it and stick it in the freezer immediately, you can reuse it for that meat. But do not use it for a different meat. Don't use chicken for beef or beef for chicken or vice versa. Do not leave the breading out. But you can reuse it. Alright. So, let's cover your pan. It's 1 layer across the bottom. Make sure we got all our chicken pieces here. Alright. Okay, so that's it for our breading. We'll transfer that here in a minute. Alright, wash my hands. Now I'm going to put chicken in our preheated oven. The being boneless, skinless chicken breast, we'll say about 30 minutes. Check it after 20 minutes and see where it's at, and then should be about 30 minutes total. You should have a good crust on it. Okay, the next thing we're going to get ready is we have our baked potatoes. We use a microwave baked potato bag. You can search online for these. They're $10 to $15. They're not very expensive, but they do wonderful. To get your baked potatoes ready, you get paper towels, 1 per potato. Okay, and we've already got them scrubbed, but we're going to finish getting them prepped. 1 second. Show my tool. Okay, so I use a big knife or a big fork. And you want to go all the way through the potato pretty much, so it gets all the way down in the middle, and then both sides. And then just prep each potato. Alright, now you take the potato, 1 per napkin, take it, roll it up, get it damp, and then stick them in the bag. I'll show you what it's supposed to. When you put them in your bag, you want to leave enough space between them that they're going to cook. If you put them too close together, they're not going to cook well. You're going to end up with potatoes that are overdone, and half the family is going to have potatoes that are still raw. It also helps if you get potatoes that are all about the same size. It don't have to be super wet on the paper towel. Just damp enough to create steam, which is what you're using to cook your potatoes. Okay, so we take our potatoes, put them in our bag. Okay. Make sure we got enough room for everybody in there. Get some airflow. Alright. Our microwave, we are blessed that it has a potato setting. If you do not have a potato setting, start with 3 minutes, or about a minute. Well, do about a minute per potato in the bag, check it, and then adjust accordingly. So a minute or 30 seconds until they're done. Okay, and we'll start that here in a moment. Last thing we're going to prepare, real easy, is we're going to get our vegetables. We use the flash frozen vegetables. They're healthier. You can also use fresh vegetables if you have them. At the moment we don't have any, so I use some frozen. And what we use to cook those is you can search for a microwavable vegetable steamer. And what that is that it has slits in the bottom, right here. And that allows the steam to come from the bottom. So in the bottom pan, we're going to add about 1/4 inch of water in the bottom of the pan. Just enough to steam the vegetables. And we got our veggies in there. Take a little bit of your spice, that from your chicken. Don't over season, but you want vegetable flavor. So we'll season those. And then with these, this much vegetables, like I said, for about 6 people. Start with a minute per person or per cup. So, or wait, no, it'd be, start with 3 minutes and then check them and see if they're steamed and then adjust accordingly. Each microwave is different. So, alright, so that's how you prep it, and then we'll check back later and see how everything looks when it's back. Alright, our chicken's been in the oven for 20 minutes. So we're going to pull it out and check it here. As you can see, it's going to take a little bit longer. It's getting there though. So, alright, and when you run across this problem here with the dried breading on top, the easiest way to fix that, that's just a little too much breading, is I have canned cooking spray. This is butter flavored, which is, depending on flavoring, they also have olive oil or vegetable oil. But you just take it and just give it a light spray, and that butter will help. So we're going to check our chicken. Alright, everything looks good. We got a nice brown going on top, as you can see. So our chicken's about done. So what we're going to do, put it back in the oven, and then we're just going to turn the heat off and let it sit in there while our vegetables cook. So now we're going to start our potatoes. Once that's done, we're going to cook our vegetables, and then once both of those are done, our chicken will be finished, and we'll pull it all out and show you what it looks like when it's all done. Alright, welcome back. So everything's out of the oven and the microwave. It's all cooked and ready to go. So we have our dinner, we got our potatoes, our vegetables, and our chicken. Bon appetit.